Looks like it's not in a terrible spot. Really didn't miss much, except for the instant crashing of my streaming service, because oh boy, we want that. Isn't really a good green here. I do not think the noble phase. Another one for slime or something. Just run the mindless ones, that'll be fine. The goal is, without having any more issues on my stream, kind of start a new character and use all of the skills that I've obtained to advance forward and eventually win the game. We have 2,500 hours on this game, plus like that one actually, that was kind of cool. So 2,500 plus hours and a lot of Toram time. Yeah, I expect to do horrible. A game that's ever changing. Instead of playing, picking up. But, of course, you know, having 2,500 plus hours on the game, I know the game won't be entirely fair if I'm, you know, starting a new character. And, well, it's a new character on one of my accounts. So I kind of have to follow some specific rule sets to help me kind of be entwined with said character. Make it just a little difficult for me. There's a lot of ponytails, apparently. So the main rule, give and take, is I'm going to be able to start with 10k of the common currency, just to kind of boost me up a little bit in this game. At least now, in this economy, 10k is pretty easy. That being said, we can still keep pretty much all of the items from the previous character. Not that we have much of a choice in that matter. natural. I like that. So, start off with 10k. We do get to use any of the items from the previous character. We can't use other accounts that I have, so the other accounts that I've played, in any way, shape, or form, unless it's a service that I am buying within the game. So buying / giving the items for the game. We also can't buy specifically with special currency. We cannot use the special currency unless it is given to us for free. Characters. Okay, so it's just giving me all the stats that I have here. Essentially, that is literally what it did. If you want the tutorial is in a completely separate area. You can kind of do that yourself. But removing pretty much all of the gear, except for a random halberd, if it gives me one. This is what you start out with. And now I have to make my rounds in order to, 1, do the story, and 2, be able to level up. Within the rule set, I can use friend mercenaries, allied mercenaries, and guild mercenaries. Finding a guild in this game is probably the easiest thing you can do, because there's so many people running around handing you guild invites. I wish I was joking with you. There is just an astronomical amount of people handing guild invites. So I have access to mercenaries, I have access to friend mercenaries, I have access to other characters' equipment, not that is going to help my halberd. I have access to 10k spinner, so the common currency. I do not have access to orb-based items that require me to buy the special currency. And I do not have access to my alt accounts unless it's via a service that is being sold and / traded for. So I have to work for those services. But I cannot use them as allies to help me farm. That being said, every other character in here that you see in the background can potentially help me farm and such like that. Now it does want me to talk to the Scarecrow, and I have starting stat points, which is from the other character, but these are gotten when you start doing your stamps. You get those stamps just going through the story, leveling up, doing stuff and things. Same with the additional skill points, so I can't really change that. The final thing that I have access to is obviously internet. If I need to look up something that I don't know because there's a lot of new shit, I can do that. Now, I'm not going to look up any level up guides because that's just boring, but I can look up the element of enemies, what items I can grab, and what enemies I need to kill to craft certain weapons, or certain weapon drops, because it doesn't tell you in the game. You have to find that out yourself. I don't feel like doing that. Now, it might be a bit laggy and a bit shit at times, but you know what? It's fair. I'm also not going to read the text because it is a text-based game. There's no character talking. I will give you guys a little bit of time to read, because I also need to place this on YouTube so people who are invested can, read as well. But it's not going to be for very long. Also, even though I didn't pick a ponytail, it gives me a ponytail anyway, so I guess my character is a ponytail now. But I've played this game back in 2015, specifically December 25th, when I got a tablet for Christmas. And this, ironically, was pretty much the first game that I found. Was able to collect the second anniversary stuff. Was not able to get the first anniversary stuff. Ah, I've read that one already. This is kind of one of those weird games for me, because I can talk through the headset, but I am technically not hearing through any natural means. Talk through this headset, volume can go up a little bit, but other than that, it's just music. So no like huge character grunting, groaning noises, attack noises, all of that. Now there's the noises from the combat itself, but nothing too fancy. And we got a better helper, just like that. This kind of gives you the second tutorial, which is kind of teaches you about the blacksmith, the synthesis, and the library. The library is really important. As a newcomer, pretty much the only time you're going to blacksmith and synthesis is to either craft weapons and gear or make potions. You don't want to put colors on them. You don't want to synthesis it for points. It's just crafting gear, making potions. Because believe me, there's a lot of better options. Also, typically this right here, the chat, will light up in a lot of different colors, mostly orange. I've turned that setting off. Orange chat is shout chat, which means everyone in that specific area can text to each other. White chat is say chat, so everyone in the specific channel of that area can talk to each other. Lucky for me, it's kind of a ridiculously quick fix. From what I'm seeing here, this is the first time it's kind of crashed out on me. And I can tell right there that that fix was about like 5 seconds. This is gonna be easy peasy. I have my character just put it on screen. That's an option. It's no longer responding to any stimuli. My character is just teleporting as we speak. I think I have to manually close the app and restart it to be able to do that. Which I think might be a little annoying, but we'll have to see how that goes. So far, with just streaming about, I want to say, like 30 minutes of this, I have figured out that I can just specifically stream a single app, and it will refuse to show anything until that app is present, which is pretty dope. My goal, at least for this stream, is to get to level 50. That is a big step in this game. But for someone with so many hours, I know how to do that. And if you're new in Toram or you're new watching, you can pretty much also copy these same steps if you're interested. So we're gonna equip the glaive. We have one skill that it's given us. So we're gonna go into skills, we're gonna check the skills, and we're gonna kind of see what that does. I'm going to put that in shortcut settings, so we can just kind of use it. Right now I don't know what I want to do with the characters, so I don't want to waste too much of the skill points. Don't mind the chat, because basically like every Twitch chat is kind of the same thing. Unhinged. So it's gonna force me to do the tutorial. Alright, that's fine, I guess. So we can do the tutorial. It's also gonna be kind of laggy as hell as well, because again, it's based on the phone and Wi-Fi connection. And if you guys know, I live in Alaska. I have shit Wi-Fi connection. Like absolutely horrendously awful Wi-Fi connection. That, and as you can tell, I'm also using kind of the tutorial for the app that I picked up. Because I'd rather use this app, whatever it is, over the mirroring, which is awful. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to beat up some creatures after this too, so it's gonna take us a little bit longer. That, and we're level 1, which is a problem. When you first do your very first character, you can actually, in the starting area that they have, get them to level 10 before you even walk out of there. With making a new character, you don't get access to that. You're gonna have to do that kind of manually, which I couldn't care less. Jump test is just gonna be a problem. But of course, I have knowledge, skills, and the assets to kind of survive that. Also, free equipment. Christos are gonna be one of the most important things in this game. Pretty much always expensive as hell, and also just as rare, at least for the named Christos. All of the normal Christos, I guess, are varying depending on the creature that you defeat, but all the named Christos are going to be pricey. Now, there are some that's obviously not, like the beginning boss, because every boss has a unique Christa to their name. Every mini-boss has a unique Christa to their name. And then there's some creatures that just have a Christa to their name because you can have a Christa to their name. You can also call them X-Dolls for short. XTAL. We are level 5, look at that. So now we gotta go kind of beat up a bunch of creatures and meet the first 2 individuals. You gotta realize once I'm doing the editing, this is entertaining background music. That blue hair looks better than the character customizations. Kind of looks bad. Not at all. So I did not use the health class at all, so this is kind of brand new. And on top of that, Halberd has very little support. I do have something in mind that will help me do specific Halberd skills. Those skills are mostly evasive skills. Gotta get the mic closer to my face and kind of people hear me there. That was a button, I suppose. What just happened there? That kind of fucked me up a little bit. Now it might be really quiet, but again, I'll just kind of re-explain it when I do the video editing. There's not a whole lot to say about the characters because, I mean, I guess there is, like, some emotions. It's not anything that you can pick up by, you know, talking to the characters or anything. This game isn't that great with its emojicons either, so it's kind of stale in that regard. But you will meet a handful of characters, and the story is pretty good and it's pretty progressive. Yeah, if I go a little too fast, it's like, but I read really fast. Really fucking fast. So I can accidentally skip through the entire thing just reading ridiculously fast. Looks like we got a guard meter with Halberd. There is actually one really important thing. If you have a new account or you're returning, this is good shit. So you can go into here. I don't know if I can do mine today, but you can do a item draw essentially. So I can't do mine today, but you get to do an item draw that allows you to basically open up a chest. For those on mobile, I don't know how it works on PC. For those on mobile, when you see that chest, you tap the living shit out of your phone. It can change the rarity of the chest. I've never seen this fucking thing before. I've never seen Boss Colin talk about stuff. I didn't even think about it. I'm just gonna beat him up with that new saplings, bro. I already know how easy of a boss he is, so it's not like I really want to use stat points, plus we have all these split gems. So we're just gonna beat him up. Now if he suddenly kills me, that's my bad. I will say when I did the mage, when I actually started doing a mage, not a farmer mage, because everyone does farmer mage, and I'll tell you why here in a moment. Or even show you why, because I'm going to build up the stat points to take about 25, 30 skill points into mage. But running a farmer mage is the best thing you can have, due to 2 skills and 2 different skill trees. You get Tornado at level 70 in the Mage skill tree, which is one of the best farming tools there is. And you get Blizzard, the Wizard skill tree, at level 30, which also uses Mage Staff. And Boss Colin is dead. So we are level 11 at the current moment. So we're gonna go into the stats here. Yes, the stat points build your character. I've got a lot of stat points. You can get those eventually. So they want you to raise agility for the attack speed and dodge rate. And conveniently, I do need the dodge rate for what I'm going for here. I don't know if I really want to do strength. I think I can also get dodge rate from dexterity. No, looks like I only get it from agility. Vitality for max HP, intelligence is for magic, specifically. Strength, of course, is for melee based characters. So since I've got a lot of these, I'm just going to kind of pour these into the stats. I'm going to go directly into agility because it's going to be mainly evasive. So I'm going to pour all my points into agility. I think I can still get to about level 12, level 13 with Boss Colin. Yeah, so I can get about 13. Boss Colin at the beginning of the game is pretty good. If we go a little further, we can also fight the Golem once we get through the story. Golem's pretty decent, but most of the farming, because you need to be about level 10 to start the process that I go through. Most of the farming is going to be off of one enemy. I think it's also because I've got a training book on currently, and that will increase XP by 100%. Yeah, so I'm getting 100% bonus XP with the books, and I am allowed to use those as special items. As a new player or returning, you're gonna have a lot of them anyway, and you're gonna get more from the drops. But as a new player, you'll get a shit ton of them drops. Use them wisely. You also get it from proton darts, which is kind of a hit or miss, no pun intended. Yeah, so I'll just try to get as high as I can to kind of help me out just a tad. I am, since I'm running a new character on this account, I am also able to use any of the characters from the account as a mercenary ally too. Wow, we got the boss colon hat. Nice. We will equip the colon though. I also didn't equip the armor either. I do have daggers from my other characters. I'll do yeah, I guess both of them are kind of bad. Not really used for what I have. Do have kind of some of the other stuff in here as well. Equip the Straya guard. Colon melt, 200 HP. Most of the stuff that I have is for magic, so none of them are gonna come in handy for what I have. Guess we'll just throw on one of the daggers just for some extra attack. There. So we're just gonna beat up a bunch of the tiny ones. Oh, actually, there's a shortcut settings. I do want this right here to be quests. It's kind of useful to have. Then we can do the skill. I think I gotta kill like 5 of these. Oh no, I gotta pick up 5 of the leaves that they drop. So having all this HP and all of this mana is stuff that you will get later on. And character skill, stats, and weapons pretty much all in between. Okay, cool. I think I can get to level 16. I'm just gonna beat him up one more time. If I can't get to level 16 by beating him up one more time, that's fine. There you go. Yep, there's the level up. Level 16 already, just by beating up Boss Colon with one train book. You'll have to beat him up like twice as much, which is still not bad at all. You have to kind of beat him up twice as much. The garb that you can get the garb that I have pretty much from anywhere, but it will be the default color. I just got this one from the Halloween event. It's an okay garb for a starter. That's it. Cool, we get the Straya badge. Reading it too fast? Yeah, I guess. But then we can go to some synthesis, kind of learn the stuff about synthesis. I think we will be hitting our second lag spike here. Not quite yet, it seems. I'm hoping to get past this story as fast as I can to kind of just lighten it up, because we gotta beat up a big giant teddy thing. That's the best way to describe it. I had a poll on Instagram about which class I should use, and no one picked the poll, so I just defaulted to Halberd, because I did want to play Halberd, but I also wanted to play a Ranger Tamer mix and a dual blade, because dual swords are cool. But we're going to Halberd, and I think Halberd's probably going to be the most challenging one because there isn't a secondary skill tree for it. Most every class is either a secondary or even a third skill tree that you can kind of go into. Like for mage, we have two different mage types. We've got mage and we've got magic device, which is literally just a close range mage that you can equip close range weaponry with. You basically get a mage that casts face. Okay, so now we can go into quest. I think we have to complete that one, right? No? Alright, so then we are now free to do what we want to do. Since we are free to do whatever we want to do, I can now go into Friend Mercenaries. We're going to pick up one that has 5,000 attack power, and we're just going to use it as kind of our XP slave at the current moment. We're going to go to one of the coolest areas in the game, which is this kind of entire area here. We're going to go beat up Gempist, which is also one of the coolest bosses in the game. We have most of our chat turned off, including guild chat, since we are in a guild currently. I only have sage chat on just to kind of know what's going on in the area, because sometimes there are some people just looking for some help, and it's fair. Sometimes I would look for help too. And this is Gempist, which we're going to beat up for a little bit. By, I mean we, by literally just my ally, because they're going to one-shot this boss. Yeah, we'll go further. We can use Gempist as level up material, but in the terms of what I'm doing, Gempist is completely avoidable. Now, we're gonna go to one of the best farming areas in the game as well. But we're doing it for an entirely different reason. And hopefully I don't die, because they can hurt. That, and I'm a very feeble individual, so I'm basically relying on my friend mercenary to take care of it for me. You can also use guild mercenaries as well, if you're in a guild. I'm sure there's a lot of them that kind of have better stats than what my characters do. But I'm going to use this one, because it's just kind of there, and I have it. There he is. We're gonna beat up the big old furball, King Toram. But I'm going to run like hell. So it looks like we're too low of a level still to kind of gain the bonus from that. We can get bonuses if we are within a 30 level difference from the boss, so we're gonna have to beat up Gymnast again. Let's go quickly beat up Gymnast again. Oh, here's another thing. You can't pick up any of the side skills such as Wizard or Partisan until you reach level 70. In which case, I already have a primary character at level 70. And you can just need your primary or any of your characters as long as one of them reaches level 70, unlock all of the skills. At least that's if I remember correctly. If not, we're going to be kind of a long way from getting Mage. No, not Mage, Wizard. Pretty sure I went from 16 to 19 in that level up. Yeah, I did. Well, the book is greatly helping, because typically you're gonna have to fight them quite a few extra times. And you can also stack books of each other, as long as they have different names and or different levels to them. So if you have it's like Terran's book level 1 and Terran's book level 7, they do stack. And I recommend doing this with every boss on every level. You want to fight every boss on medium difficulty. You will get outpaced and outswarmed if you start fighting them on easy difficulty. Because eventually a boss is just going to be too strong on that difficulty for you to even compete with it, and then you're kind of stuck in a level lockdown. I've been there, I've done that, it is painful as hell. Now, sometimes ally mercenaries will not cut it on certain bosses. There are very tough bosses out there. Ask guild members, ask other friends, create a group, which you have access to creating a group for, and go from there. Also, if you have friends that play this game, use your friends that play this game. If they're friends, they're there for a reason. Stats, skill points. So 24 more skill points. Pour 80 on here, and I'm going to start doing a little bit of strength. Because we're not going to need vitality for a long time. Now, it's going to help a little bit, but we don't need it for a long time. Because we just want to increase our evasive skill until we have a 70% evasive skill. And that doesn't stack, but it has separate instances of activation. So you can have 4 different evasive skills, essentially all at 70%. If it misses the first one, it's basically flipping an uneven coin. Or a weighted dice is a better term for it. Alright, let's beat up King Toram again. I believe they changed the level gap on us. it might be 15 levels, so... We can fight Frosh. I think that's its name. It's another mini-boss actually further down in the Athena Tower, not Tower, Athena Ruin Town. So we're gonna beat up a frog real quick. Do still have a certain amount of time on the books, so the books do dissipate after a little bit. So Grimshosh. Look at that XP difference right there. And the amount of damage it did to me, because that shit hurt. Look at the damage. I do have auto items set. You'll start with a handful when you begin the game, and you can kind of upgrade them. Looking for another Frosh. Yeah, so they're called Frosh. Those orange-ish red ones are the bigger, badder variations. I think I'm just gonna beat up one real quick so I can kind of... There it is. So we're gonna beat him up for a little bit. I think, give and take, as long as we get to 25, we can start fighting the goblins in Ruspsco Cave. I think Boss Garb is also level 40 in there. So we'll just detour into that, and then we can fight King Bodin. This is also probably one of the fastest areas, and honestly one of the better areas to fight fire enemies for any of the events that require elemental enemies to drop items. So, for example, Halloween, which requires you to get every single element food type, and about every single one of them, except for wind enemies, are within the underground sewer system. They're like not even a 5-minute walk between all of them. So we're just gonna kind of beat up some of these Frosts real quick, since they changed how high of a level that you have to be to gain the bonus XP. Also, these enemies are fire elementals, which is entertaining because they're frogs. Fire-breathing frogs. There is a little thing that you can actually see here. I don't know if you can see the mini-map, but you can tell that they wanted to do more with this, that there's kind of an invisible tunnel there. You can't see it on here, but you can see it on the mini-map. This place looks really cool. I want to know if they were gonna do something more with it. I wish they did do something more with it. Saluda Tower also looks fantastic. remember how far down the line I need to go for a boss garb. So it could entirely be backwards, where I actually have to fight King Toram before boss garb. All these items in the inventory, they can be sold / turned into material, which you can go to blacksmith and synthesis to turn into material for a small amount of spinna. But there is a far, far better option that we will immediately pick up. Probably the best option to pick up. Finish getting to level 25 here. We're gonna go to the Rusted Cave, which we get access to pretty much immediately. Might be a little glitchy and a little laggy, but that's fine. And I played this without there being a sprint button. It's sort of like the boomer saying back in my day. But oh my god, I love the sprint button. It's automatic too, because I had to turn that stuff on when they updated it. But the automatic sprint button is by far one of the best things that they've done in this game, just because of how bloody big the maps are. I mean, my walk speed is pretty much that without the sprint. Or I guess technically run speed without the sprint. We're gonna go kind of head all the way out to the Deck Bay Channel, out from Deck Bay Channel to the ruins. The ruins are kind of important. Apparently it was an actual place in beta, but I never played the beta to know. There's a random individual here. Huh. Really strange place to be, I guess. Well, just look at how big and beautiful their architecture is. This is a game from back in 2015. Like, granted, graphics aren't, you know, triple HD, yada yada. But for a game back from 2015, that you can get places like Athena Ruin Town or Rogia Ruins, just as bloody beautiful. If I remember correctly, I've got to go to Rustbow Cave. Also, that boss golem that we walked across, because we've seen it before previously, that one right there is supposedly just a joke boss that has all the max stats in the game, even though it says it's level 10. And the only way to deal damage to it is if you have 101 pierce damage. Supposedly just drops the normal boss loot and like an additional Christa. But I don't know anyone that's ever actually got the boss colon additional Christa, if it is a thing. So yeah, then we can fight the boss golem. boss goblin in the caves here. I think we could... Yeah, so we fight him, we fight King Toram, then we can go back here to fight the Ruin Golem. And that should get us to level 50. Then we'll go into library, just so we can start seeing what spill points we can spend. Even though I've got more than 10k, I'm gonna try to only spend 10k of that. Which I should hopefully be able to. They do get kind of pricey. Because we gotta pick up Assassin, Sword, have to level up the Halberd skill, and then we're gonna be picking up Mage and Wizard. The more skills you pick up, the more expensive it gets. So I gotta decide kind of rather quickly which skills are gonna be important to me. And that's if I'm even able to pick up some of the skills. Also, I completely forgot about that third area there. We went as far as to just two of the areas. Also, Goblins is going to be the best area to pretty much farm for any fire elementals, because Goblins are also fire elementals. Just this game just doesn't know what a normal creature is. The boss here might be level 35. I remember going there. It's a 10 level skill difference, but you know what? We can take it. Why not? And we have to put, we gotta buy Synthesis too. Synthesis or Blacksmith, either or, it doesn't matter. We want to get the Synthesis skill for both. Yeah, so Boss Goblin, level 36. That's fine. So we fight him. Just let my mercenary take care of it. Now, if there's a level difference between that gap too, I'm going to cry. Okay, so there's not a level difference there, which means that we can kind of farm the heck out of this. I'm going to use the Traveler's Gem for the bonus XP. I think I ran out of the XP books, which is okay. Most of the boss fights are gonna or not supposed to look like this. Not gonna lie to you. They're just currently looking like this, just so I can kind of get the XP boost. Yeah, so we got 26 minutes on that right now. The sweet spot is about, I want to say, 6 levels, 8 to 6 levels from the boss in both directions. So if you're like the boss is level 35, you want to be, I think, like 28 or 29. But having a strong ally certainly will speed up the progress, because it's just slow during the beginning. It starts to get real difficult towards the middle and end. Past level 80 is where everything becomes difficult. That's also where you start getting a lot of the better gear at. We can kind of turn your builds into something else. Looks like my phone is ever so slightly dying. It's about 4:14 a.m. There is, I guess, an automated system here too, just for movement, which is pure garbage. Don't use it, because obviously they didn't make it for trying to get to AFKing and automated. There's my first level up. Gonna put more stat points into strength. We'll check my skills, I suppose. I could level up some of these skills. I don't know a damn thing about how they're... I suppose I know Quick Aura is really good. You want to get to level 30 for Warcry of Struggle. Really important skill for later on. I think I will get the Assassin skill and start digging into that, because that will give you all your evasive skills. And because you're going to be equipping daggers anyway as a side skill to get the automatic evasiveness, or the manual evasiveness rather. Essentially just get free damage with the assassin skill. So they're kind of a match made in heaven, to be honest. It finally froze up on me. Yep, alright, so there's my second disconnect. So I gotta restart Toram. There's a DC'd on me. At least I know how it goes. Okay, it's forcing me a passkey, which is entertaining. This is surprisingly effective, though. Like, the lag is kind of minuscule compared to what I had at one point. I knew that there was going to be crashing, but honestly, it's not the worst crashing in the world. I've had games crash a lot more on me. So yeah, we're just gonna beat up this boss guard for quite a bit until we reach, I want to say level 40 is what it wants me to reach. I don't want to say ever. Is that level up? Yeah, typically a boss is going to give around, when you get to that point, it's going to give around about 10 to 20% per kill. Now that is one of the options. You can also fight mobs that are just kind of horde mobs in general. And that's also a good reason why you can pick up the mage user skill. But you can also do quests for NPCs, which will give you XP and certain items exclusive to those quests as well. So don't skip out on them. Again, both bosses and mini bosses can provide some pretty good XP, like we get much a little bit later in the game. One of the best ones, at least for level 70s to level 80s, is going to be Space Wolf. Or I guess it's like Outer World Wolf or some shit like that. Because you'd rather beat up that mini-boss than Azeroth. Azeroth is a special pain for mages. Yeah, I don't think you would have, like, having fun being the center of attention of 50 million crap. Azeroth is a story boss too, so you're gonna have to find him. Find him and fight him sooner or later. We're just kind of doing the bosses because they give the most XP. About to reach level 27 here. Yes, we're about to reach level 27 here. And we can get to fighting. I think as long as I get to level 35, I should be able to as well. I don't imagine the difference in level being that ridiculous. I'm actually surprised for how smooth it's loading. We got 20 minutes on that book still. Or that book just lasts 3 hours. So we're still on the 3-hour mark since I used it. Time will not disappear when you leave the game. Normally, if you leave the game using the home button, it disappears. Typically, it does not disappear. $14 to $23. Boy, the XP is a little painful. My equivalent of the training books just to boost the speed of that. Maybe about 20% XP per. The collectible bag is full of nuts, that's fair. A little bit into strength. Yeah, so we'll use the true scroll. I'm sure there's more effective ways, but I'm kind of going more on the ways that I know and how to get around things, because they did change the level difference. I used to be like level 10 to be able to punch one of the kings dogs that would level me typically. That's just not how it is now. Well, that's a decently big difference, but about 20%. Yeah, you know, we'll reach level 30, and then I think I'll either have to just fight Boss Colon, which really doesn't give much. So fight him on ultimate difficulty, or fight Gempist on hard difficulty. I think it's next, the boss is Boss Colon, Ruin Golem, and then Generalist. Forgot what the next boss in line after that was, but then you can go into fight Boss Goblin. And there's one more boss after before fighting the Zodiac Golem. Then after Zodiac Golem, kind of just continue story from there. So eventually you fight Guardian Golem. Oh boy, Guardian Golem is amazing. For melee class units specifically. Not as bad for mages, considering you're typically out of range of their attacks. But they will catch you up by surprise. Those attacks hurt like a motherfucker. I want to see if it increases the XP now that we're actually like about 5 levels to the boss. Or I guess 6 levels to the boss. Yeah, right. After the Zodiac Golem, or Zodiac, whatever the place is called, it is Alteria. I think Alteria starts at level 47 or 57. But you fight Alteria at the ruined, what is it called? Something tower. For those that do want to preferably take it slow, which is recommended, bosses do have something called armor break, and certain skills can apply it, and the armor break will show up, and you just gotta tap the shit out of that button on your screen to break the armor. If you do that, you can increase some of the chances of getting certain items. Yes. We gotta get to level 30. Ah! What a pain. It's fine. It's totally unethical way. It just makes my editing so much easier. Be a thing for real. Yeah, once we get to level 30, we're gonna say scratch that and we're gonna fight Tempest again. I think we can fight it's level 27. We can fight the 27 variation. We're getting boosted really hard right now. Ah, 69%. And hey, by chance, we might be able to pick up get his sword. Not that I'm gonna use it, but it's a pretty cool sword to have. again, we are going to pour quite a bit into evasiveness, and because we're doing this, we're not going to get as much XP from the story until we start reaching the point where we can. Which I think, yeah, the fight this, the news for that. News is about level 50-ish. So it will slow down the overall level up progress, but because I'm kind of greedy and I want some of these skill points now, I want to level up the skills. And the mage skill tree is going to help a lot. Oh, thank you for the follow. That's cool that notification specifically just popped up. Level 29. If I can do this some more. Doing my best to keep a normal conversation even though I'm just talking to a phone, essentially. And shaking the other phone, using a phone for chat, another phone for the stream. Same thing I do with Xbox app. But for my phone. I was so excited when I figured out I could do this. Like, I was at work, I was like, wait a second. I would be able to connect my phone. There's an app for that. And I tested the computer app, and it was kind of ass. And that was yesterday. And I was trying to test it out shit. I was like, holy shit, that is bad. And I used a different app today to set it up, and it worked out. Had a little bit of a blunder beginning of the stream. And it all fixed itself. I think level 40 is about as high as we'll be able to go, just because we're going to get story locked by quite a few things. Because if I remember correctly, you can't access Nizzle Mountain until you complete the story to subdue the plague in Nizzle Mountain. And you can't get access to Fiery Volcano, because if you walk in there, you just get a fire attack. Both of them have pretty decent enemies, like Miasma Dragon and Flare Vlog. Everyone likes Flare Vlog. Great gear, great weapon, great food. Everything from Flare Vlog. Everybody likes him. They like to beat the shit out of him. Alright, cool, we got the warm-up. It's great, it's another 10% added on the amount of fucking bonus XP that we have. We will take it. I think there's enough to get you about, I think it's like plus 50% bonus XP pretty much for a whole day. Which, I mean, 50% is pretty alright, especially it's coming for free, but it's like, you gotta work so far to get there. You gotta play at least 2 hours, you gotta kill enemies that are about a 60 level difference from you, and then you gotta kill enemies that are about 20 level difference from you, and then there's one more. We're halfway there. Funny because I started at what, level 20 something, 25. So I guess it is maybe like a 15 level difference. So I guess we'll just go check with boss Toram again in a bit. Because we can also fight Warmonger too. Completely forgot about Warmonger. Warmonger is not an easy fight, just because of how unique the area he is in is. because he has the smallest platform for pretty much a boss fight arena. There's a bunch of radial attacks and summons enemies on top of it. I think it's like level 55 start. I think I might take a little bit in the Monfu skill too, but that's not here nor there. We just want to grab the level 5 for Monfu, just so we can get the dodge bonus, because then we can get a unique dodge state after an attack. We move, basically get a free dodge. And we could do it in any direction. And we are now level 30, so we're gonna dip out of this cave. We're gonna go fight the... well, Potom's level 50. So we won't be able to do that just yet. So yeah, we're gonna go fight Jim just in town, I guess. I suppose I could dabble a little bit in the Golem, but I don't want to do story. I want to kind of avoid story right now. I think the two impressive things is one, the fact that this is a mobile game, and two, the fact it has no ads. Kind of realized like everyone was doing the right thing back in 2015. See why I spent so much time on the game just in general. Well, we can also cut into Azeel Lake. Icewell Lake, I think is like what it's called. Now we'll skip Icewell Lake for now. You guys are wondering what that white dot is? That is me interacting with the phone in real time, which is pretty cool. You go back to Deck Bay channel, go run through there a little bit so we can fight Gempist. And once we get a little bit higher on there, and then try to fight King. I know that most of my skill points are certainly going to be going into Mage, unfortunately. Because I know that once you unlocked kind of the higher tier skills, with one character you unlock it for all of them. So yeah, level 26 is the highest we can go with it. If we hit the 30, we need to be level 36 for that. Let's see if it's worth it. Check the XP. That was quite a bit of XP. Look at that, Gympist was the call. Alright, so we're just gonna beat up Gympist for a little bit, considering we got a huge buff in XP right there. Such a cool boss design. Like, it's gotta be one of my favorite boss designs, just in general. Look at that, level 31. We're just gonna dial into Gympist as much as we can. Another one. Nope, we didn't mean to go in the channel, but that's fine. Character stats. Look at that, 242 in attack already. We got a lot of attack speed. Got quite a bit of dodge. Somewhere in here. I guess flee is what is considered dodge, which is such a weird term. It is lagging a little bit, it is. So, I'm running my phone on my stream using my computer the same way that I've been running my Xbox app from my Xbox to my computer. I'm doing the exact same shit. So it's lagging. Yes, you're right. Just a tad. Just a little bit. God, this stuff is so cool. I love this. I learned about doing this today, and oh my god, it is awesome. It is wacky as hell, but it is awesome. So yeah, I'm playing a phone game right now. I didn't want to play the computer variant because I don't know how the fuck to touch a computer. That's the only reason why I'm not playing Toram Online on PC, is because I have no idea how it fucking works on computer. I've been playing this on mobile since like the end of 2015. Give me a computer, I'm probably going to scream. I have my first account. I accidentally figured out how to log back into it, and when I was doing it on PC, because like, oh, maybe I can choose two different characters and kind of do the, you know, tornado farm. And, I accidentally logged back into my first account. I'm like, oh, all these items. So I transferred it to my second. My second has all the items, which is also on the phone. So I never, ever have to touch my first account again. Yeah, I lost it. So it was 2,542 hours that I had on my first character. That is a lot of hours. And imagine my upset when I lost them all, because I guess, I don't know, forgot my password or something, which I swear to God, on my second account, I think I'm using the same password to save everything. but I managed to get it back is what matters. I'm doing a third account because I haven't played in like over 4 years. I'd randomly get on just to collect shit. But I got a third account to kind of just start fresh. Take advantage of all the skills and all the knowledge, and definitely use as much of the assets and use the shit out of them that I can to kind of give and take, play, and experience the game. So for new players, they have no idea what's going on. They just know I'm beating up bosses pretty much for the fun of it. But as an older player, that's exactly what it is. As an older player, it's not for fun, it's not for choice, it is the way of doing so. You beat up bosses, 4 levels, 4 gear, and probably for the fun of it. Like, we've only got to boss hunting, we haven't got to farming yet. Nah, not yet. Nah, not yet. So I guess we could just go to level 36, then fight level 36 jumpers, which will be a pain. But of course my mercenary will handle it. Why do you think my secondary account mercenary is on there? I am able to use that. We've set basically rules for ourselves because, again, having that much experience and knowledge and game worth of a game would be boring if you didn't put rules on it, you know? So the rules are, I start with 10k spinna, even though I clearly have more, but I can only use 10k spinna. I can't buy any orb-based items unless the orbs are free. I cannot use my other accounts to help me farm or fight bosses, and I can't get items from them unless I either trade something in return or spend spinna on said items. But I have free reign of all of the items on every character on this account. I have free reign of all of the market stuff on this account, and after a little while I can start using the spinna. Basically, once I reach level 50, all the spinna's on the table. Essentially, yeah. But I get access to also having friend mercenaries. So I can use friend mercenaries, I can use allied mercenaries, I can use guild mercenaries, so I can use all the mercenaries from there. So those will come in handy, and which they are, because Evelyn has 5,000 attack power. But they will come in handy, at least for a little while. I can also ask for help from other online people, so forth, so on. I turned off guild chat literally just because I didn't want to listen to guild chat, and I turned off shout chat because I also literally don't want to listen to shout chat. It's just people shouting But say chat is turned off, party chat is turned off, and whisper chat is turned off. Button, even though I don't want to keep going. I have no idea how to do that. I have no clue how to do that. I think I could do that by just lowering my phone volume, but I have no idea how to do it. This is my first time using the connector thing for it. I could move the mic closer to my mouth. That's the best I'm going to be able to get out of it for now until I figure it out. I literally threw it together yesterday. It didn't work out yesterday. I gave up. I could do that, yeah. I'll go kill this boss real quick and I'll test that theory for you. So settings... system. Would that be audio? Is there audio? Ah, yes. What is BFG? I don't know what that means. We're just gonna throw that at 50. Oh, background music, yeah. So if I do that now, you should be able to hear me a little bit better. That's the first time yeah, that's the first time I've messed with audio settings ever in my life in Toram. So, I'm learning a bunch of stuff despite having so much hours in the game. God, doing this on the phone is just so fucking cool. I've never had something this cool in a while. It's so much fun to mess with. The reason why I'm getting such high XP numbers, by the way, is the 2 books that I have equipped. I think it's down to 1 now. Oh no, it's down to 0. I've spent... Never mind. I guess the boss just be flexing XP on me. I've spent both books. Alright, level 36 jump this. This is where shit gets crazy. Now, we might die here. Good news is he's slow as all hell. It doesn't get crazy. It doesn't get crazy at all. 5,500 something attack power just does that to your bosses. You want a boss? No, you don't. Why not? That was 3 hits from Evelyn. That was 3 hits from Evelyn that did that. Yeah, no, that boss is gone. We'll fight King Photon afterwards. I don't think King Photon's gonna give us much XP. I didn't know Jeptis just rained XP like that. Just fuck all the other bosses, just farm Jeptis on repeat for a little while. When you have a high enough attack character like that, why not, right? Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, maybe I should be allowed to use the friend mercenaries. Cause I could just do that. Recommended for low level, just find people that have a ridiculous mercenary and just immediately friend them. You'll feel so much better, you'll feel so powerful. Because to think how much XP I would get if I'm running both the XP books, because that's with no XP bonus at all. That's just, well, I guess that's technically the 50% XP bonus. Okay, it is starting to get a little slow, so you know what? We'll use one of those bonuses, why not? We got 5 10-rinse books. 10-rinse books. We're gonna start using them. Because we get access to the special items as well, we're gonna use them. Just gotta get to level 40 at least fighting Tempest. Then we can fight Koto, which looks like the biggest cuddly teddy bear. Why would everyone want to beat him up? Then we get to level 50 and I guess we could do a little bit of story afterward. Or we could do a little bit of farming, go to a Luda tower, kill the ghosts there, the tower ghosts. Get bullied because we can't properly kill them because we have no magic attack. But it'll work out, it'll be fine. I don't know what the problem with that would be. But I will be doing this a lot. I will be starting to play this a lot. At least, I'm gonna try at least once a week. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, so the fact that I was able to pick something up like this and be able to do it immediately after like 3 or 4 weeks is great. but I want to hopefully do it a little more. The good news is the editing is going to be really easy because I just gotta kind of edit out all of the repetitive parts, which is going to be a lot in Toram. Kind of just make commentary on whatever is important. Like find some background music. I know I've got a handful of it. Because no one wants to listen to the Toram music on repeat. I mean, it is good music, but no one wants to listen to it on repeat. Is this? I will be streaming Ninja Gaiden 4 soon as well. Once I kind of have things settled down. Kind of catch up on my editing stuff, because I've been a little slow on that. But it will be Toram, it will be Ninja Gaiden 4, and it will be Helldivers. I think I'm level 40 right now, actually. Yep, we're level 40 right now. Cool. So we're gonna test out and see if I can fight Potent now. Hopefully, when I get the opportunity or the chance, we will try to get back to the Surge 2. I really, really want to complete that game. Wow. He offers jack shit for XP. They really did nerf King Potem to the ground. I feel kinda terrible for him. Well, Gempest it is then. We should go back to fight Gempest again. That vast ocean guy has been sitting here for a little while. Oh, now he's disappeared. I was gonna say, he's been sitting there for a little while now. Actually, I think we can get access to fighting Zodiac Garden right now. Zodiac Golem right now if we want to. I think it's level 46. Well, no, because that would bring in about a 10 level difference from what I am. We'll see if I can get to like 46 roughly with fighting Gempest. And then we can fight the Zodiac Guardian Golem. Cause I forget that for whatever reason. It's just really, he literally does just drop Remnant of the Ghost. Huh. Yeah, so then he won't go for 46, he'll go for 56 as the latest one. So which means we just gotta grab as many levels from him, move up to the Zodiac Golem, because boy, I can forget this like a motherfucker. I think from Zodiac Golem we then fight the bird, which the bird should be able to get us to level 60. Then from the bird we just kind of have to start doing story stuff. I mean, I suppose I could, once I get the mage skills, start going in a lot of tower and fighting the ghost as well. You know, Jumpus is just surprisingly good boss like that. Hey, it's... let me read that name. Pikalika. Pikalika69. And he said, hey. That's crazy. Yo, what's good? We're playing Toram Online. We've played this game for quite a bit. It might be a little laggy. We're also just beating the shit out of a single boss kind of on repeat right now. Just because he drops so much XP. But we're just getting our character kind of to level 50 right now. Yeah, so we get to 93 and then we'll just fight Tempest. Or not Tempest, we'll fight the Golem. Because we've just avoided story. Once we kind of finished off the tutorial, we just avoided the story. Haven't been fighting some of the bosses and enemies. We fought Boss Goblin for a little while. He helped us with bubbles. So we fought Boss Colon, Jumpist, Boss Goblin. We fought Frosh in between there because he gave some good XP. Now we're gonna go fight the Golem. Hopefully the Golem doesn't immediately kill me. Now, how you doing today, Pikalika? Did I read that wrong? Sorry, I'm dyslexia. Legit look like Pikalika. Is it Pika Alicia? Yeah, no, I'm terribly terribly sorry. My dyslexic ass is pretty terrible with words. It's very difficult for me to pronounce wording. Like just say pig. I mispronounce things so bad, especially like I'm a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I mispronounce the archetype so fucking badly. And the locals, everyone's staring at me weird. Everybody. So I do it a lot more than you think I do, trust me. Well, I don't try to, I promise. I forgot there's also the goblins here in this area too. How long have I been playing this? Well, it depends. Because this is my third account on my second character that I'm starting for a stream. But my total time playing in general is over 2,600 hours until I'm online. I've been playing this Yeah, I've been playing this quite a bit. So I've got a lot of experience. And because I do have a lot of experience, I have set some rules up for myself on this playthrough. Mainly it's I start off with 10k and I wonder you know about the OG maps. Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. Like some of the best OG maps like are mainly just in the beginning area. I fucking love the Deck channel. Kind of forgot they had green roars for a moment. It's kind of cool. Look at that. Wind roar. I feel like everyone has picked up Toram online at some point in time. Like, it was just one of those games that everyone loved. I just so happened to, like, love it. Playing a ridiculous amount of hours of it. I mean, like, the only reason why I have 3 accounts, I accidentally lost my first one, so I played a second one, and then accidentally found my first account when I did a phone emulator and attached it to my computer so long ago. And so I transferred all that to my second account, and then I kind of stopped playing when I hit about like 18 or 19 years old, so I didn't touch it for a while. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I started specifically 2015, December 25th, when I got my tablet. Yep, so level 42, yeah, so I was right about the levels as well. Ah, I love the golems. The golems are so badass. Yeah, I missed out on the first anniversary stuff, but I do have some of the second anniversary items still. In fact, the character you see to your left, right, that golem just tried to turn its fucking shot. Excuse me? That character you see to the left, the existence of the internet at that time, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, no, I've definitely kind of awoken up to some pretty cool stuff. I'll say Toram Online, hands down, has to be one of the coolest things. I mainly got back to it, 1, out of nostalgia, 2, because it does the coolest combo system, in my opinion. And 3, honestly, all the new games now are so ass. Like, I'm just gonna play something I know and love. Found out the engine exists in 2018. There's a random guy fighting Ruin Golem? What? Did we just get Knuckles first try? What was that we just picked up? We got Golem arm first try. That's crazy. There's no way we just pull Golem arms first try. Yo, that's dope. Alright. You know what? We take it. We just beat him up so bad, he just dropped his arms. That is crazy. Just gonna let my ally just beat him up. Doesn't understand, how old are you exactly? 2018 is when you learn about the internet. That's kind of fair. That does make sense. Yeah, that 100% makes sense. I know quite a few people from a couple of the villages, actually. What studies did you take? Just high school, yeah. Same. High school was alright. Actually, it was living hell. I don't know what to think of it. There's a lot of people that like me there, there's a lot of people that hate me there for no reason whatsoever. For kind of both takes, actually. I don't know why there's a lot of people that like me. I didn't really do anything. They're just kind of there, kind of existed. That's a big attack, I don't like that. That's cool. I'm glad someone really enjoyed their high school. Ah, yeah, fuck COVID. God, it makes me angry. Okay, so my first trip ever outside of state of where I was at, because I did orchestra. There was we were working on doing fundraisers for an orchestra trip to go to Hawaii. And I really, 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 really wanted to go to Hawaii. Would have been such a nice place to go to. It's like my first place out of state. And we get everything ready. We got all of that. We got the plane tickets. And then COVID hit and they closed off the planes. We had to cancel everything. And we didn't even get the refund back. There literally is just a random guy just solo farming this. But yeah, it was the same for my last 2 years as well. Pretty much my last 2 years were COVID-ridden. But I was so angry at that, because like we did all that work and we just not get the trip. Like they even had the like shirts and souvenirs and everything. True. I feel like a lot of people, weirdly enough, have good stories about Toram. Like, I was so tinged with, like, the trauma and all of that. And, I mean, like, everyone was, like, kind of teens back then. Even I was a teen. So, like, when, like, all the teens are, like, pre-teens, all booty teens, just playing Toram online, texting, chatting, playing the video game, there tends to be drama in there. And I think when everyone, like, matures, they just take a good break away from the game. Like, they take a really good break from the game, and then they come back and they decide whether it's worth it or not. And 90% of the time, it's worth it. Like, come on, it's Toram Online. Like, even I couldn't skate free from it. It's got me in its grasp. It's a good game. Like, I got back on, and it was like, update, level 300. It's like, whoa, the last I was on, 215 was the max level. That was so long ago. That was a fuck turn long ago, man. Like, Jesus, dude. It's kind of crazy to think about just how long that I've played this game for. Like, to think that back in 2015, 2016, that was like the glory years for Toram, and it still lived on. That kind of is true. That kind of is true. The closest game I can think of was Phantasy Star Online 2. And that game was incredible until they added New Genesis. And New Genesis is pure garbage for the sake of being garbage. Its whole purpose was just to be the training program to test the new Sonic games. That was the whole purpose of Phantasy Star New Genesis. Everything else about it, throw it out the window. Make it a money grab. Don't care about fan base or anything. It made me a little upset, not gonna lie. I heard about Black Desert, I actually never touched it. I heard it was a good game. I also heard there was the, what was it, Final Fantasy 14 as well. There's another one. But I will say Phantasy Star Online 2 was fun as hell when we were able to get it in 2020. That was fun. Tower of Fantasy. I also never heard of that one either. Character stats. Alright, so we're level 45. Yeah, it's a shame that I kind of never heard of a lot of these games. Like, I guess technically we could say Fallout 76 counts as an MMO. And I see the reasoning for them trying, but Bethesda did not understand their fan base and they tried to make it, and I think that's why it was as bad as it was. Abandoned Sea. Blue Particle. Oh, I heard about Blue Particle Star, whatever that's called. A friend of mine actually that I talked to, that I kind of got back into contact with, recommended that game. Is it good? I want to know if there's some good games out there, because it's not even just MMOs, it's like games in general. Like, Toram just raises your standards on what a good game should be. Oh, autoplay, ew. Kind of reminded me of the game that the creators of Toram made literally right after Toram Online that was basically all turn-based autoplay, and I did not like that. It was an okay game, I guess, but the reason why I didn't like it is I actually hard-locked myself in that game. I found a way to basically lock myself in a status that literally wouldn't allow me to continue playing the game because I couldn't continue the story. Albion Online. I would definitely say, I don't know how active it is now, but I would definitely recommend playing Phantasy Star Online 2. Do not touch New Genesis, even though it's basically the same game. Online 2. It was really good, especially when the fan base was high. It was fun as hell. Like, the farming could be a little grindy at times, but it's the same with Toram. But honestly, that was a pretty fun game. Toram was a pretty fun game. There was one other game that I played that was also pretty fun. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, I would definitely say if I can remember the last game, I'd say there's still kind of a high amount of what MMOs should look like, and just not all of them meet the requirement. Actually, there is another game that people don't mention anymore. Fable was an awesome MMO. Like, Fable 3 was probably technically one of the best MMOs there is, and was. Like, the Fabled series was a really great game. Or a really great series, but mainly for me. Repetitive after playing sometime? What do you mean? It's repetitive all the time. You know, I've only been sitting here killing this boss for, I don't know, for fucking how long. The game has only crashed twice on me. True, yeah, the content does get kind of repetitive. I wish low-key that they kind of updated the, like some of the gear. Like for the beginning events, or like the beginning gear for events, like the Halloween event or the Christmas event, because that gear's kind of pointless, you know? Yeah, I think I could stick with 46. I do not want the official news. How many skill points do we have? So 61. We want to put at least 10 skill points. Want to do 5 for the first 2 skills. Getting kidnapped, sir? That doesn't sound right. Wait a second. What did I do wrong? I'm being kidnapped. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna put my skills in real quick. Because I will dabble into the mage, because like mage, wizard, best farming strategy in all of existence. I mean, I'm in a guild. I've kind of got hired into the guild. I don't really care for the guild. I suppose you could drag me out of one. Hold on, let me... I'm in like Abaddon's Harvest Guild or something like that. Magic Halberd. How would you even go into Magic Halberd? Like, what would... I mean... I don't think you could dual wield Mage Staff, can you? Thor Hammer. Is that in the Halberd skill or the from the Halberd tree? Yeah. Okay. Let me look at. Hello! Hi! My eyeballs are deceiving me, because it's like 5 in the morning, and I haven't slept. But you know what? Fuck sleeping. We've got Toram online. That's what happened, by the way. Did you know, fun fact, there is a stamp you can get in Toram Online if you play Toram Online. I think it's like up to 28 hours consecutively. So, in a row. It's either 24 to 28, somewhere around that line. For 24 days consecutively. Is Toram Online just that game that every single person in the world has played? They're like, holy shit, great game! Yeah! Pretty much. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Understandable. Yeah, that was the same thing for me too. Like, I've played back since like December 2015. Okay. I'm gonna use Sophia City because we got 10 of those. Such a good game though. Like no one can hate it, right? Everyone loves Toram Online. Can't hate it. Can't hate it. Just one of those games that is just too good. Played it back in 2017 first. Man, so I'm still the oldest Toram player amongst all of us. How does that make you all feel? I don't know a single person that I know of that hates Toram. High test for 6 months at a time. Okay, let's see what we got here. Halloween books just be selling like that, I guess. I mean, Toram has to end eventually, right? That's like what they did with the other one, Iruna, right? Like they eventually ended Iruna, and that's how Toram was a thing. Like eventually they have to, right? Oh, like the hiatus, like as in like they had to revert things to add a certain amount of time? Oh, was that the one back in 2018 where they literally had to re-roll the fucking Toram thing? Yeah, oh my god, dude. Oh god, I was there for that moment. Yeah, I was there for that moment. It was unplayable for literally 3 to 4 weeks. There was a month straight where it wouldn't let anyone log in because they were forced to do the hiatus. I actually lost an item from a friend of mine that pretty much stopped playing. They gave me the last item that they had. They're like, I'm done with this game. And I lost that item because the hiatus basically sent that item back to the other person who stopped playing, and I couldn't recover it when they got the recovery character. So I wasn't able to get that item back. It was a coat of some sort. But I mean, I guess it was sort of worth it. Like the reward was pretty insane, wasn't it? It was like 3,000 orbs or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was like 3,000 orbs. I'm pretty sure it was some like ridiculous number. I know the hiatus was pretty big. I don't remember the exact number, but it was pretty fucking huge. Oh yeah, 2 golem arms. I guess that's not as popular as I thought it would be. Oh, is the orbs themselves? Oh, yeah, that does actually make sense. They did do the orb shards too, huh? Yeah. What's the whole stack of hematite? Has almost 2k, yeah, no, that's fair. Just doing a little bit of processing, and we can start deciding what we're doing with those characters, because we are going halberd style. We're gonna take advantage of halberd. Kind of don't need. I'll keep the Empress, that's about it. I feel like everyone, it's just kind of one of those where I think it was a good idea to stream Toram. I really wanted to do this. I had so much hours on it. I might as well play a game that I enjoy a lot, that I've played a lot, that I know a lot of, and can kind of just nerd out on. Because everyone's got that one game where they've got an unhealthy amount of hours in it. Toram's gotta be mine. I'll see what I can do about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can kind of find me around. I didn't even know this guy sent me a message. Alright. I didn't mean to do the dot. I want to do that. Wind staff, water staff, fire staff. Wow, and now we just need the earth staff. Got every other one of the staffs. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by gib? And 0% tax? Oh. Oh, okay, so how did the huh? What? You know what? Understandable. Toram players in the whisper chat. It's the most confusing thing, I swear. Alright, we're level 46. We're still gonna have that 10k in use until we get to level 50. So we're definitely going to level up Halberd. I will go to Assassin as well, so we can do Assassin Halberd. Let me just read the Halberd skills, because I've never played Halberd in my life. You want no responsibility. See, I was in an old guild back in the day. I'm about to sound like a boomer again, but I was in an old guild back in the day named Deadly Grims. I don't know what the fuck happened to that guy. He literally would randomly be on like once every like 4 months. He would do some random thing and then disappear again. Like everyone else in that guild was active, but the leader of the guild, nah, nowhere to be seen. Halberd Mastery. Definitely Halberd Mastery, probably Critical Spear. The power of the guild besieges me. So that's a level 3 skill, I think, yeah. Which Warcry Struggle is a really, really good skill. So I think I wanna take 5 into Quick Aura, 5 into Warcry. Probably just kind of get 5 in each one of the Halberd skills right now. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I do that, I have to do kind of 30 in Mage, I think. So I gotta do the 5, 10 for Wizard. Well, yeah, I know it's gonna be maxed out, but I want to do maxed out for that a little bit later, because I want to immediately pick up the Wizard skills. I want to pick up the Wizard Familiar and the Wizard Blizzard. The Wizard Blizzard. Sounds like some sort of funky, like, dance. Not for Halberd at all. Literally just so I can farm. but Blizzard gets so many kills that you're racking up XP in certain areas like the wind, so it's just gonna help me kind of increase my XP. Because one of the rules state that I can't use my other character in terms of farming, so I have to farm with this character. And what better way to farm with this character than literally have, if you want AoE, yeah, but I want DOT. AoE is cool and all, but DOT allows me to literally just do it on repeat. And as much as the Halberd's dive is, literally nothing beats Blizzard. I'm sorry. But like, you cover an entire area, it lasts longer than Tornado, it's cheaper than Tornado, it has more range than Tornado, and it's one less in the skill tree than Tornado is. And that's typically level 3 is where you get all of the AoE DOT abilities at. Actually, I think for THS it's level 4. I'm pretty sure. For Tornado Slash. Yeah, because it's a fixed element. Now, if you run a neutral staff, does that just increase its element damage? Well, cast speed for, yeah, not for Blizzard. Cast speed can be useful in that skill tree. Okay, so it does not increase it. I don't care for not dealing damage from Blizzard. I don't care for that. Of course I'm running Strength Agility. I know I'm running Strength Agility. I know I am. But I might as well, right? It's just kind of got all of the better stats. Like, the one downside that I knew I was going to have, how will you kill mobs, though? It still has innate damage on the skill. I just don't get bonus damage. So I can't... So one of the rules is I can't use my other character slot. So I can't use any of my accounts to help do any sort of farming. I can't use other character slot to help me do any farming. I can use the character ally for my party. So I can use friend allies, character allies, I can do all that, but I can't actually use the character for farming. I have to use this character. So if I pick up Blizzard, that's a lot of XP in my hands. That's kind of how I see Blizzard. Like, sure, it's gonna cost me a little bit, especially because you don't want level 5 Blizzards, you really don't. You go level 10 Blizzard, level 10 Familiar, because you get 5 minutes on that, and Blizzard lasts longer on level 10. Well, it's also for the farming, too. Because remember, the farming is going to be really great because of how much DOT and how big it is. I am kind of curious about the Halberd skill. So the Halberd's the Thor skill on it gives you essentially innate magic damage, right? So theoretically, can't that innate magic damage after you essentially cast it and you switch down to like a staff or something? Based on magic attack. That's kind of weird. Again, I haven't played Halberd, so I don't know how good that is or not. This is my first time touching Halberd. Well, then I'll think about I'll think about doing Wizard. I will level up the Halberd. So that's about one of the 10k until I reach level 50. I will pick up Assassin. Because I'm primarily 25 spin-up for that? I'm primarily going to try to do the evasive. I will pick up Blade skill. And I think there's one more skill that I wanted to grab. I think it might have been Monfu. might want to grab the Monsoon. Oh yeah, and of course the Sys skill probably later. No, we grab that now. Where is it? Ah, other skills. And of course we pick up one in Alchemy. GSW. I think I will go, finally, I guess go into Monfoon just to get the bonus from the start of Monfoon, because that still helps with Halberd. So we've spent about 1,600, 1,600, 2,000, so about 3,000 there. That's just a mage saying that he's ran out of MP, but he hasn't run out of fucking fists. Okay, so that's 5,000. That's gonna be 6,000. Yeah, so that's gonna be about 6,000 spin I used. So character stats. Actually, I wanted to check something real quick. I don't think it's a possibility, but it's worth checking. Okay, so we can do items. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of not worth doing the thing for. Okay. Assassin. We kind of want to go into Assassin mainly for the evasion. I mean, a cool use of the Assassin skill is going into Katana. Even though you can't get the daggers from what I know of, you can still activate the Katana skill that allows you to immediately get behind a target and then just go for the Assassin stab. Warcry's a level 3 skill. I won't have enough spinner for that. Damn, okay. So we do Quick Aura, level 10. Warcry Struggle, level 10. Sure, I'll just get everything else to kind of level 5. Oh, there's a lot of skills to get to level 5 right now. I've got to rethink that idea. Thrust. Ah, it's kind of difficult. So I don't know which ones to go for. Do you want to do this? Strike stab for any alignment. So I know that cannons. Yeah, I definitely want to go that route. Go deadly spear cannons, strike stab. Ah, wait a second. So let's see. So does that just mean that you can essentially make it where you can do magic? You can use it as a mage staff for the halberd? I kind of want to test that because that might get me, like, that's 5 points into that. If that is the case, I can go into magic. I want to check that out a bit later, though. Like, I still want to grab the magic stuff, just in the case of I'm kind of be running through story, it's not going to matter as much. So I'll do those two. Do one here. Yeah, so then we go level 5 into this. And we go into level 5 for this. Just follow me to the library. Alright, so now I can look at the skill combos. Skill combos. We do... Oh, we only have 2 that we could do. I can't go into Warcry or Struggle just yet, but once I get to level 50 I should be able to. We do Flash Stab. Triple Strike. For now is kind of a combo. Then we could do some shortcut skills over here. Oh, we do have Warcry or Struggle still. Okay, that's good. Alright, I can do that as a combo as well. Do Venom Injection, then run. Triple Stab actually would probably be the go-to combo. I could do a trade request? What am I doing trades for? What free loot am I be handed? Oh, just a stronger halberd. It's for free? What am I supposed to do with this information? Oh, the old halberd. Dude, I gotta show you when I get the chance. I gotta show you guys my old THS. I was cooking some wild stuff up with my old THS build on my second account. I have both the second ANVTHS and the fourth ANVTHS, both specifically made by Synthesis Blacksmith from a friend of mine from the old guild. So they had all of the good stats back then. Well, we will definitely equip the spear, because there's nothing that says I can't equip the spear, essentially just given to me for free. You know, I'll hold on to it at least for a little bit. I don't want to instant kill everything, just make every boss explode on impact. But I will be using it, definitely in the future. It will happen. I think I'll do just a little bit of the story, kind of test that out. But while I'm not streaming, I can use my character, I just can't use my secondary character. Yeah, imagine being level 46 and you're just on like the second quest of the campaign. Oh look, 100 spinner, I'm rich. And 80 XP, whoa, 80 fucking XP. That spear looks cool as hell. Or a halberd. My brother's gonna be jealous because he actually is a halberd man, and I just got like a really cool halberd from hell essentially. He'd totally want it. Of course, I'm not giving it to him because, you know, I'm gonna use it. 900, like 12 damage. It's pretty fucking big. I don't remember how big my sword was. It was probably not that big of damage. But I will figure that out in due time. My chat loading not properly. Oh, wow. Say is my chat not loading properly? I checked and it is loading properly. Hello everyone. So many people watching Toram online. It's like a unison. Whisper history. That is new. I didn't know that pops up as a kind of a notification now. That's pretty dope. Yeah, my main character on this account I'm actually working on is a support healer mage, which will ironically come in handy sometime in the future, I'm sure. But they're currently sitting, I think, at like 72 right now is what their level is sitting at. I'm just kind of built in all the power damage stuff until I can change it. Or rather, no, I built them into HP, that way I can at least kind of get a fighting chance. Because you want to build your build early. You never want to build your build too late. Flashback. I'm sure that was supposed to be a boss. I don't know what happened to him. I think he died. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna breeze through the story just a little bit here, kind of, since I have all the levels. That was the whole purpose of it, just kind of get a boost on the story, and to get a bunch of skills that I can use. I can wait it out for all the magic skills, and if it does what I think it does, essentially I just use the halberd for magic-based attacks, which would be really cool. The halberd definitely seems like a pretty cool class, and they are getting a new halberd class coming up in the future, which is basically gives you access to the shield for halberd. I mean, I guess it just makes you tanky halberd. Like, I feel like that's counterintuitive because halberd's kind of meant to be kind of a sitting on the edge of life type of deal. But I do definitely think getting that guard bonus would be nice for it too. Like, guard would be huge on halberd, I could tell you that much. But having a shield just kind of seems like doing the opposite of what halberd does. Ah. It's Answa. Well, I will definitely attempt to stream this next week. Yeah, the stream is laggy. I did mention that the stream is pretty laggy. I'm running phone on computer. So it gets a little bit hiccupy, but you should assume I was trying to use screen share. Oh no. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming next week. I have a regional that I'm going to for Yu-Gi-Oh! So that might take up most of the time about that. We'll have to see. Haven't gotten like this excited for a thing in a long time. Like, I'm so glad that I made the decision to say fuck it and stream Toram. Has any of you ever played the beta or the alpha? I heard that in one of the two that Rugia was an actual like town that wasn't destroyed back then. I only heard rumors of that being an actual thing. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Glad I also have it where it just does kind of the stream share for Toram specifically, which is kind of a cool touch because I don't have to worry about notifications plaguing me every 5 seconds. So I think I'll fight Eerie Crystal and then I think we'll call it a night from there. Yeah, we'll just slap Eerie Crystal real quick. Didn't Eerie Crystal actually have, like, low-key good Christa, though? I remember something about Eerie Crystal actually having a pretty decent Christa. I think I can always just kind of reset the computer just to, or not the, yeah, no, the computer just a little bit to kind of fix the lagginess. But I will do that probably some other time. Also, I think there's another streamer that actually sits within this position here from time to time. Yep, like right here. So if anyone sees that, that's pretty cool. So I guess sitting next to another streamer, that's pretty cool, isn't it? speed up some things. It's funny how difficult the hard dragon skin is to get of all of the items. So, in my last character, weirdly enough, it just took me the longest time to get the hard dragon skin. I don't even understand why. Over here wanting to murder things require reading at like 5 a.m. 6 a.m. actually, now that it is. I'm surprised people are awake right now. I think I'm listening to the most hype Pokemon music in the background. XP 2000 is actually kind of a decent number, low key. Yeah, we beat up Eerie Crystal and we're calling it a night. And once we get to level 50, we'll have access to pretty much all the spinna. It's kind of what we want to do, because then we can level up some of the other skills that we need to level up. Or at least unlock higher into the skill tree to level them up. For those intents and purposes of leveling those skills up, I think, kind of flex it to mage, I suppose. I guess we'll have to see. I know there's a lot of like kind of smaller things that I want to test. That's just kind of cost a lot to test them out. They would be cool if they were. think Eerie Crest is also one of the few bosses in the game that naturally have towers. Those towers can be a real pain in the ass on higher levels. Yeah, definitely gotta mess around with the skills to find out, but I think Halbert's gonna be a pretty cool class to mess with. I'm 100% gonna agree on that one. Honestly, all of the classes are cool to mess with. It's really hard to pick one class that's like really cool when every single class just is unique. When you get their subclassing, you get all the passes that you can use for each class. There's so much mixed matching that you can kind of do with everything. Definitely gonna like kind of mess around and find out later. But we are pretty much sitting on just about 3 hours of this. So I'm calling that a night. Crash while I'm trying to do the thing.